Okay folks, we're out today with the new Coiltek. This is the Coiltek 10x5 for the Knox coil. This has been supplied to us by Joan Allen, so we're very grateful to them. If you look in the link, guys, you'll see, so in the bio, there's a link to Joan Allen and the coil if you want to get one. But the whole idea of getting this is for like smaller targets in potentially trashy areas and being able to pinpoint those smaller targets. So this is what we dubbed our Roman fields, where if you've been following us, you'll see all of our Roman finds recently. And at the top end of here, sort of right up there, is where we've been getting our main cluster of brooches, coins and all sorts. So we have got this to try and get the deeper targets that may be being covered up by some trash, or like if you followed recent videos, you'll see that we had a token and it was given a really poor, weak signal. I actually lost a signal halfway through digging it, but this should pinpoint that. So we're on the Romans today. There's Rod, search away. He's got the conventional coil for the Knox 600. I've got the Coiltek, so we'll see how we get on today. This is going to be a bit of a review of it, and hopefully we should start digging up more because we started to dry up a bit now in the finds. So Rod's looking at me, we're going to see what he's got. Right, Rod is on a 12-13, just taking the clod out, and we can see in here, it's here. Now we don't know if it's a button or if it's a coin, but Rod's going to have a look now, shall we? Break it out, see what he's got.
It's not a coin, mate. Yeah, not a button, I mean. I think that's a little Roman, you know.
Oh, has he got another little Roman on the Roman field?
I think we have. Hang on. Right. Trying not to get my hands dirty.
Yeah. Just zoom in while we're waiting for Rod to... Could be a little grot.
Quick as I can. It is.
Yeah, we've got a Roman, got some lettering on there for you, Rod.
Yeah, do you see it at the bottom?
Yeah. Look at that. It's one of the better ones we've had up here. So for all the coins that we've had, you probably had the best one from this particular field.
You see
yeah.
the S on the bottom more of it?
Yeah, can see it perfectly on the camera.
The other side. It's not bad, is it, eh? What are your numbers on that little coil? Same as the...
So yeah, so we're using the Coiltek, obviously, as per the introduction. So yeah, we've got the coil, it's like 12, 13, which are good numbers up here for all the Romans coming up with that sort of name.
There you go.
There you go. If I just take it off you, Rod, then I'll zoom in and get some. If I just bring it onto here, swipe that off. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. So it looks like some sort of potentially an animal on there. Yeah.
What's that, Dad? That's like 2 to me, innit? And about 10 to you now, Roman.
We don't keep count, do we, Rod? It's team effort, team effort. But there we go, and you can see a portrait on there as well. So once we get some proper warm running water under that and give it a good clean up, might get a bit more detail. But yeah, lovely finds. Right, just called Rod over. This was coming up really faint. I had to get quite deep in there for it. It's just popped out here. It's actually fallen away from this clod. I haven't touched it yet. I'm gonna pick it up now. I think it's a Roman, and the Coiltek has dug it out. It's yeah, there you go. You can see a little bit of definition on there. What we do is we give it a quick spray off. Got the spray, give it a spray, we'll come back on when it's cleaned up so we can see what it looks like. Right, there we go. When it's wet, you can just see it there. There's like a horse imprint on there, which is identical to the one that Rod had just a minute ago. So if I do that there, swap over, here's Rod's one. And there you go, look, his is the same. He's got a bit more writing around the top. We put them together, slightly different sizes, but you can just see that detail. There you go. It's hard to focus, but yeah, there you go, very similar. So 2 Romans. So I've just had the Roman here that I called Rod over to come and have a look at. Rod's dug this out during the time I was digging mine. He's just called me over to have a look. It's coming out. It looks like potentially, to show you, looks potentially like a lead token. We haven't had it out yet, so don't know what it is.
Oh, that's writing on there. There's something on there.
A pattern.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give it a good spray off.
Can't tell if that's really modern or what. Is it like a number on it? See something on the bottom there? See the pattern on it?
Yeah. Let me zoom in. Well, let's get it cleaned up properly and then we'll bring it back. We've given it a clean. It was bent over to the point where, you know, you just couldn't see anything. So we've just tenderly bent it back. But there is definitely some sort of writing or symbols around the edge, but you just cannot make out specifically what it says or what it is. But it's some sort of lead token, nonetheless. It looks very old. But yeah, we just can't get the detail. It's just too faded, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're on.
Right, I've just had this 8 on the surface. It's gone berserk. So I knew it was on the surface. I've literally just flipped the soil and it's come in hand. Now I haven't seen it properly, but what I have seen, I think it's a medieval annular brooch. Now, here it is. You can see I've literally, that's how deep it was, that hole there. So you can see that, just that little bit of movement. So it's on the surface. Now what I've got is this, and I've got a hole in the middle, and it looks like there's some writing around the edge. And look, that moves. So I think it's definitely a medieval annular brooch. Right, let me just clear this out very gently. It is, and it's still got the pin, and it was on the surface. So look at that. Right, and it looks like there's some writing around the edge.
Oh, that was a bit of a clean up, didn't it?
So I'll tell you what, then it's come off, and then we'll give it a clean up, and we'll come back on.
Cracker.
There we go, guys, look at that. That has got some detail on it, and the pin is perfectly placed. If I turn that over onto there, you can see the other side. And that pin just, look, falls, swings perfectly. Look at that, what a find. So delicate. We don't know what period it is yet, so we'll do some research and we'll put it on after, but definitely one for the flow. Right, the Coiltek is really chucking them up today. 12-13. And I've seen it in here. What appears to be very old buckle. Really old. There we go. See the where the pin would have gone there. Nice detail to it. Another lovely find. Really impressed with the Coiltek today. It's just no issue, straight over. straight onto the targets, and we're finding stuff that we, you know, haven't found up here before. So, you know, all in all, been really good, really positive. So you can see the iron come up here. There is a 20 odd though that comes in. Now, just as you pinpoint, using that Coiltek, that small narrow head on there just manages to pinpoint that and stops all of that interference that you could easily walk away from. What I've got is actually pretty much just under the surface was this, and it appears to be, I would say, a sort of spindle whirl come loom weight. You can see where the hole goes in there. So I just need to give it a quick clean up, and I'll come back on so you can see what it looks like. But that's what it looks like to me at the moment. So here it is, cleaned up, got the hole through. Definitely some sort of loom weight, spindle whirl, usual sort of thing. Clearly see that there. Just on surface, just near to where we found the Annular Brooch. So another nice find. And the Coiltek clearly coming to its own there, pinpointing that, so that's fantastic. Right, just had this one, guys. Nice green patina on it. You'd think just a bent bit of metal, to be honest. But then we thought that with the Roman hairpin the other week. So this is why I've been extra cautious now, because you just don't know. But look at that, purposefully bigger, fatter at one end, so it goes round. Obviously broken off from another segment that would have gone round. Could that have been a bracelet? Just don't know. So I've sent it off to the flow now, just taking pictures, because it's just got that look and feel to it with the colour. We're in the Roman field, obviously, and you don't want to start lobbing stuff in the hedge, do we? So yeah, if this is on the video, then I'm going to suggest that's because it is something. If you're watching this, if not, then it has gone in the bin. But I'll get a proper ID and I'll let you know. So interesting one. That, you know, if that is a piece of jewellery or something, then that'd be absolutely amazing. But don't want to get too excited. But at the same time, you don't want to be careless. So let's wait and see. Had this up, it was a bit bouncy in the ground, quite deep, all the way right down in here. Got it out though, rather nice buckle. You can see the pinholes there, bit of detail on there, a little bit bent, but yeah, nice little buckle. Right, 10:11. Just had this up. Could be another Roman. Bear in mind we're on the Roman stay. It's just here, so it's come out. I haven't disturbed it. Could be a button, could be anything, but right numbers, and it's looking like the right sort of shape for a Roman. That to me looks like a Roman. What do you think, Rod?
That looks very much like it.
I'll give it a spray off and we'll come back on, see what it looks like. So just giving it a spray off, and you can just kind of like make out some fine detail, especially around this edge here, I would suggest. Just getting something there. But yeah, it's another Roman, but again, unfortunately quite fried. But yeah, another Roman coin saved. Right, it's got 6-7, and this right in deep. Now, just split that off the bottom. That's what we're getting. So it looks to me like another Roman, but that's really low numbers. So Let's go have a look, see what we've got here. Yeah. Yes. Look at that. See that? Definitely. Oh yeah. Bit of detail coming off of there. Bit of lettering. See the other side. The other side's not looking as good, but still a little bit of detail there. You can see how fried that is. I'll clean it up and bring it back on. Yeah, I think that's the best we're going to get it here at the moment, but see some slight detail, some lettering. Still got an edge on it there where it's been hammered, and see the overlap. Yeah, so that's the lowest numbers that we've had for Roman grot like that, so good find. Right, got to here, usual numbers, and taking the turf out, just literally spread it open and seeing this down here. I haven't had it out yet. It's looking like another Roman, obviously. Oh, this one's looking completely gone. Looking like any detail on there at all. Let's put it here. Yeah, that was completely fried, unfortunately, but it's going to be another grot. So it's two within literally a couple of minutes, so really pleased with that. So same situation, 13, 14, usual numbers. Just found this, haven't had it out. Well, knocked it there, but I haven't had it out actually any further than that. You can still actually see. So it's looking to me like another Roman. But again, it's tiniest fraction of detail maybe at the top here. But yeah, unfortunately, looks pretty fried again. But it's another one, so they just keep coming. So the new Coiltek 10x5 for the Knox has done us really well. I don't think there's any dispute over how well that's performed with all of these Roman we've had. We've literally had one after the other. It's a tiny coil in a big field, and yet it's picking out all of that stuff. You can see where we've walked over, and you've got a tiny coil, but it really cuts through the grass, especially this time of year where it's a bit thicker, and it's getting through that. You don't get the vibration of the other bigger coil in this deep grass, I noticed, so you're not getting those full signals every 5 seconds, but really good, really effective. And if you want to get one, go on to Joan Allen. I've put a link in the bio, so if you follow that link, if you get one, then let us know. We'll send you out some merchandise. We've got some quite posh spray bottles and some fines boxes and things like this that we'll send out to you. So yeah, until next time.